guys, and welcome to yet another speed build. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope your week is going well. Let's just round it off with another speed build in The Sims. I think it's an okay end to the week. But anyway, back again. This time we are in Sable Square in Brindleton Bay. So if let's just get the whole spiels out at the beginning. If you want to download this, it is now on the Sims 4 gallery. It's been there for like several days because I actually finished this ahead of time. Woo, professional. Yes, it's on this lot. It's called Sporting Space. Well, the lot is normally. It's normally an empty lot with just 3 random trees on it that they give you when you open the world of Brindleton Bay. So yeah, it's here, 30 by 20. It's perfect for all of your 30 by 20 needs. There are lots of 30 by 20s in all other worlds, so feel free to place them there too. I think this will also look really good in... what is the first world called? Willow Creek, that's the one. Wow, I'm getting old. Early onset Alzheimer's, I think. But anyway, we'll get on to this build here. So this build was taken from a floor plan because sometimes I just, I like to be kind to myself and not have to think so hard and work out stuff. So I thought, what, let's go with a floor plan and recreate that. Ta-da. But I saw this floor plan and, well, I didn't see the floor plan. I don't really pick builds because of the floor plan. I pick them because the visual of the house on the outside. Yeah, so I saw the outside of this house and it reminded me so much of a build that I've already done. So you'll see on the right hand side there is a blue farmhouse to the right hand side of this on the 40 by 30 lot. It's one of my old builds, and because this looks so similar and I felt like they were from the same family, I was just like, oh, it looks just like the one I built, but smaller and different colours and stuff, and I was like, it would look perfect next to it. So I placed that original build there. That is on the Sims 4 gallery. It's called Muddy Paws Veterinary Surgery or Vets. Muddy Paws Vets. It's on the gallery. It's an old one. It was part of the Brindleton Bay World Renovation Collab. If you're new here and you have no idea who the hell I was like a week ago or an hour ago, a long time ago, when Cats and Dogs came out, I was part of a world renovation collaboration with just a few of my friends. I'm not gonna listen to that just in case I forget someone, because I would feel really bad. Screw it, we're gonna name them. Pineapple, Irrelevant Sims. Well, he was Gavin Sims then, but now he's just Tej. Devon Bumpkin, Pineapple, and Freezer Bunny. Did I get everyone? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I think I did. Did I miss someone? Oh, and Dawn, Sim Lissy. How could I forget her? Yes. So all of us got together and we renovated every single lot in Brindleton Bay. CC free, of course. We didn't restrict ourselves, so you're going to load quite a lot of packs. Whatever was out was released up until Cats and Dogs, basically, because we didn't want to restrict ourselves. But we did a world save that is also available on my Tumblr, so in case you're interested. Since then, I've added in quite a few worlds into that CC free save. So Brindleton Bay we did, then we got back together and did Del Sol Valley, so that's another one that's in the save. And then I got together with another group of people to do the Sulani Sirens, so we did Sulani, hence the collab name. And so yeah, there is a super save if you look on my Tumblr that includes those 3 worlds fully renovated. So in case you're looking for another world save, let's do a little bit of self promo here. But yeah, this build came about just because it reminded me so much of the previous one. I was like, it would look perfect next to it, so I just had to do it. This was not on my schedule. I went on in the last video about how I'd planned out the next 6 weeks of builds. Yeah, I do that all the time, and then I'm like, no, I want to do this. So this was totally unplanned. It was meant to be a different video today, but I just saw this and I was like, yeah, I want to do it. So before I change my mind, let me start doing it. And also I just like these kind of, I'm enjoying mixing in CC free builds now, because I feel like when I do CC free, I don't know, it feels like a bit of a vacation for me, which is a really weird one. But when I have lots of custom content in a build, I feel like I have to concentrate a little bit longer, and I always have to like do this weird combination of like multiple different trims and make it all look like it's supposed to go together. But on this one, I feel like my biggest struggle with CC free builds, to be quite honest, is the window placement, windows and doors. That's it. Once I get past that struggle, I feel okay. Like the interior, I'm good. Sometimes I'm like, come on, I want to do a kid's bedroom and this all looks awful. But and I feel like maybe all kids' bedrooms look the same, but I don't want to do that. So that's the main struggle. But before I forget, this build is also very much gonna be available for you console players. I made sure not to use my first pet stuff. You're welcome. I thought we're gonna keep it without it, even though that makes a really cute kid's bedroom. I must say, I highly recommend it if you are looking for new items. If you don't have it and you're looking for new items for kids' bedrooms, that's what I would actually recommend my first pet stuff for. Nothing to do with pets, but stuff to do with the kids. Because it completes the kids' furniture build set that came with cats and dogs. It just kind of expands on that and rounds it out, and yeah, I would recommend it for that. But always buy your packs on sale, please. Actually, not always, but my first pet stuff buy on sale. Okay, thanks. But yeah. Anyway, to this landscaping. Okay, this landscaping is actually, well, it's still on my first attempt, but I did a whole, now we're on to my second attempt. Seamless editing, I've got to say. I did the landscaping for this, and I did it with a kind of natural, you know, that whole natural landscaping I've been doing to make it blend in with the environment. I did it on both of the builds I did on Windenburg Island, and I've been using lots of debug plants to make it really look like it's supposed to be there, and it's been more natural, just kind of, hey, we built it in this environment and it looks cute. But I did it and it just looked messy. Like it was like, you just look really messy, and there's not a lot of space on this. The house is kind of big versus the lot, so we were kind of just able to dart a bit of landscaping around the perimeter of the build. So yeah, I just deleted it and didn't show you my catastrophic first attempt. And now you know I failed miserably at the first attempt, but I did it again. So I hope you agree that the second attempt is much better, a little bit more manicured, considered, very, very cute. Just round off the build and give it a bit of shape and fill in a few gaps with some plants around the front of it. That's all we did. Pretty simple. And I wanted to use the stepping stones because I think in the 20k build challenge quite a few of you use those rectangular kind of oblong shaped stepping stones, and I fail at using them. I have rarely used them, so I decided to use them today and challenge myself to kind of step outside and somehow make them look like they're supposed to be part of the build. Yeah, that was my aim. And I love these little kind of flower boxes that are here on the fence on this porch area, and of course we had to do plants everywhere. Don't worry, that bin is so goddamn ugly. That's there, that wheelie bin that's next to the front door. I was like, you're too ugly. Why am I not putting you at the back of the house? And I do rectify the situation, I promise. But I had lots of fun kind of mixing and matching. I did want to try and put in as much stuff from cats and dogs as possible, because I'm in the world and I felt like this is kind of a cats and dogs build. By the way, I have put food bowls out here. This is for the local strays. There is not actually anything for an animal inside of the house, but of course you could add that. You can add anything you like. That is the great things about The Sims, is you can customize anything to your liking. You do not have to leave it like it is. You could change the color of the outside. You could whatever. whatever you like. But yeah, I kind of gave myself liberty to put anything I wanted in here. This place ends up having 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and there was a fly right in front of my face. Sorry, yeah. Flies everywhere. You know, all those like tiny annoying ones as well. I'm just like, get out of my face. So as I was saying, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. I even put a utility room in. I just wanted to make this kind of like a really cute family home. Oh, just a quick note, if you are looking for the Muddy Paws lot next door, it does have a glitch with the one that's uploaded. If you just delete this same item there, that dog lead shelf thing is inside or right in front of the stairs that lead upstairs in the vet surgery. Just delete that, please, and you'll soon be able to get up the stairs. There's been people leaving like, this is unusable. I'm like, just delete that one item and you're good to go. I think you could have worked. No, okay. Yeah, just delete that one item and the rest of the place is fully usable. I think I have it in one of my saves, maybe that I was playing in before, and my dog was ill and had to go there, and it all worked out. It was all fully functioning. Apart from, I think, maybe I had a mod conflicting with my vets. They just seem to stand there and not do a lot. So, you know, sometimes you just got to keep on top of those mods. It's normally the script mods that kind of mess up your game. If there's something not quite right, I would say first port of call is to take out your script mods and try it again. I have something in my script mods that made it so that I can't change the tiny residential lot type. And I don't know which mod it is. So I've got like reduced script mods in my game, but I had way more than I needed to. Like I had all of my script mods that I use for gameplay, which I don't need for building. So I've just kind of made a second script mods folder to put all of that in. Right, so back to this build yet again. And there's another fly. Yeah, bye fly. Yeah, back to this build. I did this interior and I didn't want it to be like, well, how can we say this? In Cats and Dogs, with Brindleton Bay and Cats and Dogs, we had a very specific colour palette of items given to us, which was like really washed out wood tones, light wood tones, with a lot of blue. I know that's very like Hamptons-esque Cape Cod kind of colour palette, but I would have loved some other colours, like the whole Heritage Collection, I think is it part 1? Yeah, the Heritage Collection part 1 is all based on doing a redux of the Cats and Dogs items to make them more of an English kind of heritage look. And yeah, another flies, go away please. Because I think there's such great meshes actually that came with Cats and Dogs, but the limited colour palette kind of reduces how much I actually use them. So I rarely use them in my more traditional builds, which is kind of strange, but I think it's just the colour palette that does it for me. And yeah, I was with Cats and Dogs, I think there's like 4 different versions of blue for each one, and they're so similar, the blue tones, they're so really similar that I could have just used one of those and had 3 other colours instead. But you'll just have seen a cut in the footage. That's because I spent 5 minutes, a full 5 minutes, trying to work out the combination of sofas in this room. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe I took a knock to the head, something like that. But I just couldn't figure out the sofas. That's one thing I really, really, really need in the game is more sofas. Because I need them. I need like a good looking, comfy sofa. Nothing designery, just like a comfortable, you know that one that you unlock with the gamer career, that like 3-seater sofa. If they could have the 2-seater version of that, I know there is a CC one, I could make one as well, but I'd like it in game so I don't always have to link different CC and stuff like that. and I do limit myself on what CC I use now. So I would just like more sofas. The one in Cats and Dogs was kind of ruined by the crazy patterns, like the hexagonal pattern. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've used the weird hexagonal swatch for anything, and that came with Cats and Dogs. It was like green and a cream colour. And then what other swatches? Oh, and then they have lots of stripes on that Cats and Dogs sofa as well. So stripes are good at times, but other times not so much. So yeah, again, the colour palette of that was very specific. I've got to say, it was a very much a look for Cats and Dogs, but I would like it to have been able to fit with other things. It has the neutrals, but I wanted some other stronger colours. I don't know, just chucked in there. Just personal preference. That's why I don't use it so much, because there are just so many blue swatches, and I try not to do the blue. I tried so hard not to do the whole blue creams in this living room, and I still went there. I needed to make sure that I had the dark wood on the floor as well to counteract it. I didn't want it to be kind of totally washed out. There are some floorings in, like, that particular wooden floor comes in swatches that are really washed out and very much kind of like a tint of blue over them. So yeah, I kind of wanted to stay away from those and go with just a regular kind of warm dark wood tone. So yeah, and curtains that came with Discover University I've put up there on the windows, and I think those are my favourite curtains. Well, apart from the dine out ones, but the dine out ones I always put on a wall to make it look like they're pulled back and they could be drawn across. But those ones I really, really like, the Discover University ones. They just seem to fit. I think they're for the medium wall height, and I'm probably most likely to use the medium wall height when I'm building this type of house, so I think they always seem to fit in. I tried to use them upstairs, and upstairs is on the shortest wall height, and I was like, denied. No, it does not look good. Anyway, we're moving on to the kitchen, using my favourite base game counters, because I can't do a build like this without them. Again, with Parenthood, I think Parenthood was kind of a very similar colour palette to Cats and Dogs. It actually uses an identical blue, and also that Get Famous, that sofa there that I've used, that love seat, is the same blue from Parenthood, so it carries on from Parenthood, Get Famous, and Cats and Dogs has the same blue, which I appreciate. Good matching swatches. But yeah, I was just saying that the Parenthood kitchen, I would love it in some other colours. I feel like it didn't really have any wood tones, which is kind of weird for a wooden kitchen. It had like this bright, the orange one. I don't think I've ever used the orange. It's like an orange and green combo. Yeah. Again, don't get me started on my like fuchsia and black banning campaign. But anyway, here's we got a little utility room that leads to the back porch kind of thing. I put the flower arranging table out there as well, because I thought maybe they were into gardening. There we are, kind of in the countryside. We've got a lot of country around us. And of course a milk pail. Is it called a milk pail? Yeah, it's called a milk pail. One of those there. And so I've used Laundry Day, quite a bit of the Laundry Day pack in here, quite a bit of base game. So I'd say Cats and Dogs, base game, Laundry Day, Seasons. I think they all kind of mesh well together. And I'm a fan. And I use terracotta tiles as well on the floor, which I think I very rarely do. And I am actually a fan of a terracotta tile, but I don't get to use it often. I think it's because I don't feel like any of the tiles really go with it. But yeah, I'm glad I got to use it on this one. And again, doing this like dining room, this dining table nook, I love doing that in kitchens. And putting those Parenthood windows all the way around, I do that quite often. It's a common theme in some of my builds, I'm not gonna lie. So I suppose you should be able to tell my builds not only from candle use. FYI, there's no candles in this look, they've got like 3 kids, so I didn't want it to be like a health and safety issue with the candles, so I didn't put any in, okay? I'm thinking of your Sims. But normally you can tell one of my builds by candles. Plants in the corner, always in 3s. Definitely plants in the corner in 3s in this one. And also that kind of kitchen nook dining area thingy, my bobby. Yeah, you can normally do that. And normally they actually only have like one massive master suite and then no other rooms to them. But you know, I'm trying to expand my horizons and put more than 1 bedroom in. So this one, it has 3, but you can have the parents in this room, and then upstairs there's a double bedroom. We're thinking twins, twin boys. It's kind of got a, I don't know, the kind of army camo feel, just those kind of weird grungy colours. And then a teenage girl's bedroom, and that then has like a cute double bed in there, and fairy lights on the wall and all that good stuff. So yeah, but with this one I was kind of indecisive. I don't know why, but I felt like the master bedroom was almost like 1 tile too long. I was like, oh no. I was trying to find an ottoman as well that would look good at the end of this. I normally do an ottoman at the end of the bed to look good, but I couldn't find an ottoman that kind of went with the style, so we skipped that part. And I think I end up putting, yep, that footstool there, but also something else. I can't remember what it is. There's something else that goes there. It may not be on the footage, but it will be in the end. By the way, this is all play tested as well. I'm trying to do that now. Can you tell that on Muddy Paws I didn't play test it? Yeah, hence why the dog lead shelf thing blocks the stairs. But this one I play tested. What issues did I have with this? I think I had to the living room. I didn't realize how far away your coffee table needs to be from the fireplace. I had no idea it had to be like that far away. It really does. In order for your Sims to have the right pathing to it, your sofa can be so much closer to the coffee table than the fireplace can be. I think it's because your Sims like go in front of the fireplace and kind of bend down a kind of quite far away from it when they light it. So it needs a hell of a lot of space. Oh, that's what I put in front of there. Oh, a suitcase and books. Okay, yeah. So we're just going around. I've only kept in the footage of this one ensuite. There is a much bigger bathroom upstairs for the family to share. And also there is another bathroom that's only, I think, maybe 6 tiles big. So yeah, just a tiny bit smaller than this, but has all the same stuff. You can see it there all right now on the left hand side, and the other bathroom is just underneath as well. So there's 2 bathrooms on the upstairs and the ensuite on the downstairs, if that makes sense. Yeah, and also I've put lots of, I haven't kept this in, but I put lots of kids stuff out on the landing so that you actually know that kids exist here. They didn't have any space on the exterior to have like a swing or stuff, but I made sure they're very much a part of the interior. And yeah, so I do in the end have to move these beds ever so slightly when I play tested it. I just moved the llamas to the other side of the beds so that I can push the beds into the center of the room a little bit better, because I put a desk here and your Sim was kind of blocked. If they sat down to use the computer or sat down on the chair, they could then use that mirror that I've just put in. They could then kind of just scoot over and get to the mirror that way, but they then couldn't get back unless you told them to sit on the chair, and then, you know, they could just perch on the chair and spin round. But that is not exactly what you want to do every time you're instructing your Sim to do something. So yeah, I just pushed the beds into the center of the room a little bit more, and then you can get everyone past. So yeah, I'm just I felt like this one was a pretty quick one to do. I'm not too sure. I definitely want to do another tiny build. I have this CC filled tiny build that I've been meaning to do, but it's kind of got epic landscaping, and for some reason I don't know. I'm just like, no. I don't know what it is about it. I don't even think I need to put it on that big a lot. So when I say epic landscaping, really, it doesn't have to be like 10 hours worth of landscaping. So I think really what I need to do is pick the lot I want to put it on, and then I should kind of inspire myself to do it. So hopefully that will be out next week. So still, I said I wanted to do like tiny builds every once in a while on the channel, and I need to do the Let's Build series, the Build Club for the craftsman. I need to get some of those recorded to finish it off, so we can finish that off. So sorry you guys that it's slightly delayed this week as well, but I'll be recording some very, very soon, so you'll have that in the next week or so, and that will be fully completed. I think I'm just going to release like both episodes kind of one after the other, so that's fully finished. But here we are, on to the last room of the build. This is the teenage girl's bedroom, and I had lots of fun using pinks and kind of like pastel shades all together. And I think with Discover University we got some really cool objects to use in teenagers' rooms and in kids' rooms. There are some kind of weird colour combos. I kind of wish it was like the wood tones with white. I wish that was always an option, like wood tones with white or wood tones with black. But we have like a dark wood tone with green, so every time you use dark wood you have to pair green with it. So I kind of end up using the same light wood swatches because they're less of a statement piece. Sometimes you don't always want your furniture to be statement pieces, you just kind of want it all to mesh well. And I think we achieved it with that. The bedding really does go with the Discover University, what is it called, desk and the wardrobe. And then the bowling night armchair there is like it works so well with everything else. All of the colours just seem to come together, and I was very, very happy with the way this one turned out. I think I had to change something for the pathing. I think I get rid of the big set of 3 pots that were in the corner, so you'll just have the kind of succulents. Yeah, this teenager is very much into keeping little tiny baby succulents. But anyway, we're getting very, very close to the screenshots now. So once again, I'll mention this is up on the gallery. My user ID is hey_Harrie. I don't ever do Tumblr posts for CC free builds, so that's the only place you're going to find it, is on the gallery through Origin. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back very, very soon. Bye guys.